If you can see it in your mind, then it already exists. Let me give you an example. If you haven't heard of Ford Motor, right? So Ford created the V8 engine, and he told his engineers that he wants the V8 engine created, and they were like, it's impossible. They're like, the pieces that need to exist basically for this to happen don't even exist. But Ford could see it in his mind. And so he just kept making them work on it. And a couple of them even quit during the process. And he brought new ones in to take their place. And eventually, one of the engineers made a piece that was able to put together the V8 engine for the V8 engine to be created. The reason why Ford knew that it could be made manifest was because he saw it in his mind first. Seeing it in your mind, what's happening, there's no empty space around us. Even between myself and the camera, this isn't empty space. This is infinite possibilities. This is the quantum field. It's all entangled. It's all connected. But based on our inner stories and our inner beliefs, we're only able to perceive of about 40 to 100 bits of information at any given time out of the billion, out of really what is essentially the infinite amount of information that is available. But because we don't believe it, we cannot perceive of it. It's just a wave, as the double slit experiment will show, that particles wave until it is observed, and then it collapses into form. So right now the story is that I am making a YouTube video to post, and so I am clearly seeing everything that I need to reinforce the belief that I am a content creator for YouTube. And here I am doing it. It's physically made manifest. I can observe everything, and it is all collapsed into form. There's always going to be a journey when you want to manifest something. And it starts with your thought. It starts with, if you can see it in your mind, know that that means it exists, because you're pulling from this quantum field a wave and collapsing that wave into form. As it's all energy. So the waveform is collapsing as energy in your mind, and you're able to perceive of it, right? You're able to close your eyes, you're able to see it. Now, meditation is so important because you want to get out of beta, which is the known self, everything known in your life. You're only ever going to be able to perceive of everything you know of when you're in beta state. But when you drop down into alpha and you get yourself relaxed, right? You could do that with induction meditation, which is just like a body scan. Really relax yourself. Bring yourself just to a calm state. And then you fall into theta. And theta is where you go beyond the analytical mind. And you are nothing. You are creating exactly who you want to be when you're in theta state. And you close your eyes and you astral plane out into this infinite existence, and you go and have the experiences that you want in your life in this theta state, and you really feel the emotions behind it. You really, really need to just feel the emotion. So, prime example, last night when I went into my meditation, what I did was I saw myself making a video today, and I didn't know what the video would be about. I kind of have my ideas like the day of, and I know that it's probably not really conducive to making like this videos the same day, but it's just what I do right now. I'm very busy in life with what I'm doing, so I'm making the time to do these things. But I saw this exact event right here. I'm living it now. It is literally made manifest, and I'm making the video now. I'm making the video on the experience that I had. And I was like, how would I feel? I'd be like, I feel great, because I'm taking action towards who I want to be. That's this right here. This experience is now made manifest. And I didn't know how I would get here. I almost didn't, because I was so tired today, and I felt like maybe I was getting a little sick, but then I took a nap and re-energized, and I feel great. And I'm like, all right, good. My body just needed some sleep. But I had this experience last night in my mind first, and now I am living it. I am literally living it. The opportunity has presented itself right here, right now. And my emotional state didn't change. You know, we constantly think that the things we're trying to manifest, that they're gonna do something for us. We think that our abundance is gonna make us happy, or that the new relationship is gonna make us feel loved, or that whatever it is, we think that we're gonna get a different state of being. But that's not true. You have to be it first, so that when the thing is made manifest, you already just know that it's going to be made manifest, so it's not gonna change your state of being. You're gonna be like, yeah, I created this. I know that I created this. This is exactly what I created, because you already experienced it. You have to be able to get your mind into these meditative states to be able to experience the experience ahead of the experience. And then you have to hold that emotional state, meaning you can't allow outside current circumstances to bring you back down into the known victim self. There's going to be a lot of things when you try to become something new and you try to change your reality that want to hold you back. There's going to be people that say, like, who the hell are you? You're changing. You're not the same anymore. What's going on? And the reason that that's happening is because really you're disconnecting your energy. Your energetic frequencies are no longer really in alignment. As you progress, most things in your life, this is that process that I was talking about, are not going to be able to come with you. And if you're not capable of letting go, you're never going to get to that place. You gotta let things that no longer serve who you want to become, you gotta let them go. Jobs, relationships, vehicles, family, friends, everything. Maybe different clothing. I don't know. You're the one who needs to know. In that particular event that you want to experience, maybe it's your first $1 million, maybe it's your business, maybe it's selling a product, whatever it is, how are you thinking, how are you feeling, and how are you acting? And what things in your reality are being reflected back to you that allow you to believe it's possible? What do you need to see? There's going to be a lot of synchronicities, especially, numbers, right, is a huge one. 222 is 1111, 333. All of those are synchronicities, I believe, from the quantum field, just letting you know that, look, it's happening. Like, the how is happening. Just trust this process. You're in the middle of it. You're getting to that place. But every single day, remember who you want to be. And it's going to constantly change. Once you make something manifest, you're going to continue to want to manifest. That's what the human experience is about. You're never going to... I think the fulfillment really comes in the knowing that you can have any kind of manifestation that you want. And then you'll find something that you maybe want to do for several years, and then maybe you don't want to anymore, and you want to manifest some new timeline. And you can. If you can see it in your mind, it can be made manifest, whatever it is. You can look and you can imagine yourself being a bank robber and maybe even getting away with it, maybe even being a Bonnie and Clyde with your perfect partner and going on the run for a little while. You can imagine that because it can actually be the truth. It can actually be a reality that you live in. And yeah, sure, you'll probably end up in prison. It's not going to be a good reality, but it's one that could exist if you take the actions to go and do it. Anyone can go do it. Anyone could go rob a bank. I have my concealed carry. I could go do it if I really wanted to. I'm not going to, ever, because that's just dumb. And that's not a reality I need to experience. I can think of that one and go, nope, not for me, not this guy. And it's just and when I say like the way you think, you have to go through a process and you have to be willing to learn new things to become something new, to make this thing manifest. What I have right now in my life, even the business people that are in my life and the people that I've attracted, they're in my life because of the conversations that I can have with them. Prior to anything before this, like, it makes sense that they wouldn't be in my life because I wouldn't have even been able to intellectually communicate with them because I didn't have the knowledge. I wasn't that person yet. So there's always a process of you becoming something. You got to learn new things. You got to go through experiences, oftentimes because that's what teaches you how to, not do that thing again. And then usually it shifts you into a new state of being and a new person after the experience. And a lot of times that experience is suffering, especially when you got to let go of romantic relationships. I think that when you're trying to manifest your dream life, if you are not careful and you end up in the wrong romantic relationship, like, you got to be so honest with yourself and so honest with that person before you settle on integrating a life together. Like, for me, the kind of life that I want, my romantic partner has to be in alignment. Like, she's my partner. She's helping me make content. She's like my partner in life to help me build this empire. King and queen. That's what I envision. And until I align with that, I know, because I know who I am. I know what that partner's going to look like. I know so vividly what my life is going to look like, and I keep practicing it every single day. And every time that I get a new opportunity, like right now, to make the content, to make the video, I'm gonna take the action and I'm gonna do it. I don't know how, I don't know what, but I know that the algorithm is gonna go out there, and the people that are looking for this kind of information, and the people who are looking for guidance through their spiritual awakening and how to change their beliefs and how to actually transform their life and actually really truly create a life that they are never going to want to escape again and actually want to actually get to enjoy, it's going to find those people. People are going to click on my stuff and they're going to see what information is here, and it's going to help them. I know that it's going to help them because it's helped me. The things that I talk about are things that I've actually done in my life, and this is what I did. I started with the meditations, and I'm doing my meditations every single night. And I realized that if you cannot calm your busy mind, and if you cannot unbecome, right? So like, it's an unbecoming. You have to learn how to let go or die, I guess, in order to live that version of yourself. You got to let go of all the old. There's a lot of things externally associated that are reminding you of who you are, because you're always being something. That's your ego. No matter what, you have to be something, or you wouldn't exist. You'd have no identity. And that's impossible. Your ego, if you completely disillude your ego, you're dead. You're done. That's it. That's like psychosis. You're not here in this reality, and you can't experience the human experience, which is actually really beautiful. When you really, really get down to the nitty-gritty, it's very beautiful. Even the lessons that we have to suffer through. Because they're teaching you something. They should be teaching you something about who you are and who you're trying to become, if you are trying to become something new. So manifestation, the keys to manifestation, I think the biggest keys are not thinking that the manifestation is going to emotionally change your state of being. Because it can't, or it will not be made manifest. You cannot know how, so stop trying to figure it out. The more you try to figure out the how, the more the universe has to try and move shit around to make it manifest in a way that you don't know how. So stop trying to think about how. Just let it go. Just know that it already is. Once you ask, once you go there, once you experience it, it's coming. It's already on its way. And then every single day, when you get the opportunities to either be the old self or be the new self that you know you want to be the new self. Because what you're doing is you're taking this behavior and you're negating the neurons that are firing and wiring together in neuroplasticity that's keeping this identity and behavior alive, and you're going to replace it with this behavior. But without a vision, without knowing where you're trying to go and who you're trying to become, and knowing that this is the new behavior that needs to be implemented, you're never going to be able to change this behavior. That's why meditation is so important, with knowing who you want to be. And then slowly but surely, you're going to disengage these neurons that are firing and wiring, and you're going to wire in a new one. And then this new behavior is going to become who you are. And because of who you are, something's going to be made manifest in your life. And when you start seeing a bunch of synchronicities, that's just a telltale sign that like something physical is about to be made manifest in your life. Don't know what it is. Only you do, because only you know what your dominant thoughts are and the way that you're feeling and acting. So get ready, because it could be good or bad. There's no such thing as good or bad. It's your belief that you're giving everything. Reality has no built-in meaning other than the meaning that you're giving it. And neuroscience and just science in general is helping bridge these gaps. Science and spirituality, they were never meant to be separated. They help each other coexist and be understood. That's the truth about science. We are souls that are really driving these avatars. We're having a temporary human experience. And I think that right now, consciousness is expanding. And people are awakening to all of it, to everything, to the lies and the deceit, and to who we are, and to the fact that we can indeed create our own realities. We are creating our own realities. But most of us are creating our realities from someone else's belief that they bestowed upon us, from society's conditions, or from the system that indoctrinated us, or from just our parents or our siblings, or whatever the case may be, a significant other, right, that just kept us so small, that made us think we could never have these things. But we can. We truly can. You have to become something new to have anything new in your life. Because everything you have right now exists because of who you are. That's why. The opportunity for me to make this video showed up in my life because it's who I'm being. I am being a content creator. And that's just it. Opportunities will present themselves to you. So I hope you found value in this video. I appreciate you being here, truly. Now, take this information and go out and manifest your freaking dream life. Because if you can see it in your mind, it can be made manifest. That is the truth. But you gotta be able to learn how to let go of who you currently are. And you have to start by doing that in meditation. You have to be able to get yourself into theta so that you can connect with the quantum field and experience the experience. Let go of how it's gonna happen in form, you could say. Let go of how that wave is gonna collapse into form for you. And every single day, just continue to be and continue to act from that new self, no matter what. Don't let your outside circumstances control your energy, because nothing changes until you change your energy. Everything that you think you want to manifest is just at a different frequency than you are. That's it. I appreciate you being here. Go ahead and subscribe if you found value. Share this. Do the things. You know if you want to be here or not. I appreciate you. Peace, love, and namaste.